So I woke up today, and I think it's beautiful, but it clearly was raining. This it smells horrible, and while it feels dry to the outside, it kind of feels stuff moving around under when you poke it. I was gonna give it an extra day to be 100 before I take it out back and test it. That and I want the ground to be dry, but it said it could take 48 hours, and I really gopped it on. So, look, you can see there. Now, hopefully this holds. So I was cleaning out the tank. You know, I get the detritus buildup there from the airflow. And what I find? 3 snails. So yeah, all this time later, I'm still finding a few. Although one of them looked like just a shell. It takes so long to get rid of snails, I'm telling you. Oh, why are you floating sideways? That's not good. I'll have to look that up. Oh, you gonna perk up? Kai said that. He said, "I would just sleepy." That's the thing about fish, is they actually, they don't sleep, they just meditate. Because they're in this state of relaxedness, but hyper-awareness at the same time. They're super active right now. Hear that clicking sound? That's the teeth in their mouth as they bite on stuff. Oh, they expect me to feed them now. It's like, "Whoa, I see you." It's like, "I see you." The water looks super clear today. Okay, so this morning it didn't completely reek like epoxy, so I'm going to clean up my edge a bit and then go test it out. Okay, I got cleaned up as much as I want to. Let's get on the back and fill it up and hope it stays sealed. The suspense is killing me. Okay, so it appears to be holding. Not having any leaks right there. Not having any leaks right there. Thought this one might be, so I dried it off. And there's just water coming down, so I'm just going to let it set for a long time. Look, Silas is in the tank. And then I'm going to just keep checking it, at least long enough for the ground to dry. I'm going to leave it probably till the next day, honestly. An underwater spider. Weirdest hitchhiker ever got. Kind of like it. Okay, it's been 3 hours and it's holding. All the front, that side, the back, but I'm still going to leave it overnight because I don't trust it. Okay, so the ground's all dry around it, and doesn't look to be any leaks. Oh, what's that? I think I found one. Okay, so, yeah, got my hand wet. There's definitely a slight leak right here still. Like, you can see the water kind of moving around under the seal. So I guess I'm going to drain it and I'm going to put more epoxy over the area. It's from the bump to about here. And I will just put more epoxy and try again. Yeah, see, you can see right there. You can see that little bubble. Put super thick on the inside, but it is a little low right here. I guess that's where it could be getting in. I don't know. I'll just redo that whole back wall. So look at this. I noticed it's kind of over here too. There's kind of water under that whole thing. And if you feel right here, it's separated. So I think this whole seal's just bad. Oh, look, more water's built up right there. Yeah, so definitely gonna need to fix that. Let's drain it and seal it again. That's another 24 hours. So I got draining, and I noticed, you see that? You see that? You see it? There, you can really see the angle now. That's a crack. That's a... yeah, I can't use this one. Wasted 3 days of my life trying to fix this thing. So again, I'm not going to talk bad about other people because I didn't notice that. Maybe it was there, I didn't see it because of glass. It is kind of right on a scratch with all the scratches from a turtle. Maybe it wasn't a scratch and it formed when I put water in there because it finally had the pressure. Or it formed into a crack. Either way, I can't use it. I broke down. I ordered one off Amazon. It'll be here in a few days. I don't want to try to find another one, whatnot. I guess I'm just going to list this one on Marketplace for what I paid for it and tell people the problems with it. Put my silicone up. So I feel like in the process of building this tank, I've had a lot of ups and downs. I know a lot of times the stuff you see online is pretty heavily edited. I don't think a lot of people would show you the stuff that I show you. And as part of it is because if you want to get into aquariums, if you want to do this, I want you to see all the trouble I had. I want you to see the dangers of buying stuff used. You have to resell that now. Or, I don't know, I guess I could use it for a planter, maybe. I don't know, it's not happy about it. But I definitely don't want it to break in my yard and have broken glass everywhere. But yeah, so I ordered a new tank, and that's the thing, it's just like life. You're gonna have ups and downs, you're gonna have to roll with it. I think it's healthier for us to see other people struggling with the same things we do and seeing how we work past it. I woke up today and the tank's just super clear. I love it when it's like this. So I want to do a little update. So the seal on the tank, is, you see it formed the crack. What I think happened is once I got the seal down, it increased the pressure and it gave way. That, or I just didn't see it earlier because it was on the grass. But so I found someone that runs a reptile rescue, and they took it and they're setting it up for some leopard geckos they're trying to rehome at the moment. So it will go to use, and that's great. And I ordered them a new tank, so everything worked out fine with that. But all the frustration you see in the previous videos, yeah, my car smells like epoxy still. Definitely don't do it in your car. Look, check him out. There's friggin' tempura. Now he thinks I should feed him because I came over here. He's like, I don't see the flakes. But he's huge. Like, look at my hand compared to him. There's Gary, which is about the same size as him, a little smaller. And there's the one that I said that's a bit shorter. He just hasn't grown as fast as the other ones. I mean, they got they're right up on the glass right now, so pretty accurate. They're chunky fish. I got out my bigger net because I had trouble getting them in the blue net last time. You know, the standard little blues. I got them with the ruler, they don't like it. See, tempura is the biggest one. About. See, he's about 4 inches. Oh, here comes tempura. Maybe tempura will look at it. The colors look so vibrant right now. So I was feeding everybody, and I noticed the monk has hair. Hope that's not some sort of fungus. It's probably an algae because he's right under the light. It's cute though. Look, there's some right here too. You know what this kind of reminds me of? When I first set up an aquarium, I got this white algae. It kind of looks like that. I don't know. I got an appointment on Tuesday. I'll pick up some Nearite snails if it doesn't get better. So I googled it. It is essentially biofilm. It's something you get in new tanks. It's just something you gotta wait out. I remember getting it before when I first did this wood. I guess a lot of the bacteria is new in here. You can't just transfer the water. It still goes through cycles. This boy just watching me. Oh girl. Like, why do the goldies get all the attention? Here soon I'm gonna get the tank. I'm gonna start setting it up, and once I get some plants, once I get all the plants in there, then I'm gonna set a timer for 1 month until they can go in there. You go to a fish store, they all really share the water. It's like, it looks like little tanks, but it's one big tank cycling between them. At least that's how it is at my store. So I figure if one of them has something they all do, they should all be cleaned at the same time. So I have some stuff happening today. It is Monday. There probably won't be a painting video because the tank is coming today and I gotta get it set up. But this will probably be the last busy week for the Fish Fridays. Other than this, it'll just be a collection of videos every week, them swimming, what's updated, maybe I got new fish, maybe I cleaned something, maybe I had a small issue. But today, all my creative energy and all my free time is definitely going to be going towards the fish tank. Which, you know, this seems weird in the middle of a video, but, you know, the week it gets recorded for me and put later. And I like to put explanations for why I'm not doing what I normally do for the people that wonder about it. It is starting to bother me I haven't done that, but, you know, living things come first. So if I get it all set up today and I start the timer, I will try to get a painting video on our day this week when I have, my son has another class or something. I added some water and cleaned their filter last night and it is clear. With the bubbles, it's been just, you know, before it was brown, now it's green. I guess that's good. I mean, look at that, it's so good. He's still fuzzy, but that's just going to go away after a while on its own. I just fed them so they're not like, hey, give me food. The rest of my plants arrived today, so I stuck them in the tank. The ones that look like bamboo are really cool. So the fish tank just came, and they completely ignored the side of the box and all that, and left it like this. So I'll get inside and see how it is. If it's broken, I'm going to be sending this to Amazon for my refund. Like, come on, dude. There's literally a picture on the side. It says what it is. Okay, I got it inside, and it doesn't look like they cracked it, thankfully. Freaking doy masses. So it looks fantastic, but slightly in the way, so yeah, I'm gonna have to move this. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, it fits, and just barely. I mean, just using every inch of space. But, time to fill it up, I guess. Looks a little bit better without that. I guess I can hang a picture there. This is another very concerning spot. Very concerning part. Anytime you have to have a water hose go through your living room. It's gonna save time though. I put a towel over it so it doesn't mist everywhere. It still takes a long time like this. Definitely use a hose. So I gotta tell you, it doesn't sound like that much, but to quote King of the Hill, when you're sitting there with 24 pieces of chocolate in front of you, well, in this case it's 60 gallons, but now you might notice the water level, it's a little bit bigger over here, so I guess my house is leaning to the east. But I filled it up most way, because I don't know what the other stuff's gonna do. Upside down rainbow. And I can fill the rest with the bucket, but I can at least put the dirt and the rocks in there finally. Okay guys, my dune aquarium is complete. What do you think? Does it look just like Arrakis? Seriously though, this is why it's important not to add sand when you have fish in there. If you do, moisten the sand first, because now it has to set a long time. Yeah, so this is the kind of thing, again, I'm going to have to wait for it to set, and then I'll sift the sand around to make it even when I can see in there and maybe get the rocks. That's the thing about aquariums. Like most things in life, just a lot of waiting and a lot of patience.
Settlement. Get it? Settlement.
Okay, so it's been about 3 hours, and you can see it's still cloudy. You can kind of see through it now. If you look down at the sand, there's a very clear layer of sediment built up. So, I mean, as it looks clear towards the top, it just, you know, by the time I wake up tomorrow, I'm sure it'll look a lot better. And then I'll probably put the filter on it. It's been a little over 24 hours, and I'm gonna go to sleep soon. But it finally is clearing up. I was able to get like some rocks in there, so I'll probably get the plants in there tomorrow. Then I'm gonna move that tank for a little surprise. Stop eating my plants, kitty. She's like, never. I don't even like them. I just don't want you to have them. She had an entire ponytail palm before. It was all because of this one little piece of hornwort that made it into the water. You know, I say it a lot, but hornwort is a miracle filter. So it's so clear, you can see me. So yeah, I'm gonna start planting some plants today. I finally get to set the timer. And then in 1 month, the boys will be back in town. So I said there's a little surprise there. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the plants out. I'm gonna try to set that tank up right where that helmet is. So I can get another goldfish and some snails. I don't want to be by himself, but I don't want to get my other fish sick. So I'm going to quarantine him next to him so he still gets the whole social aspect. So I realized last night that this light is not big enough for the tank. And because I got it for the other one. So I ordered another one. And it's supposed to be here today. But I'm just going to set this one on top. Yeah, so I'm just going to set it like this while I get the plants in there until a better light comes. You can see that little hornwort saved the day. Okay, so I just finished planting it. Gotta wait for the new light. Gonna set a timer for a month and remove any plants that don't do well, and then I can finally add my fish. So what do you gotta do here? You gotta take a water test. You gotta take a photo of your test strip, and then in a month make sure you're not having a nitrate spike. And that'll let you know it's safe for your fishes. By the way, the fish have the hornwort, the duckweed, the logs. I'm going to add all that around the same time. I want them to have greens for the next month till it gets in there. So I'm just going to kind of shimmy it in when it comes time for that. You know, ever since I took that thing out, they've just been under the wood. They really like being able to go under the wood. Gotta make sure I put that in the new tank. But I got this little temp tank set up with a little crap filter. I'll go get my other Goldie and some snails today, and I'll just let them be in there. You know, I left some bits of Java Moss so he has something to do. But, hopefully, let's see what it looks like from the side. Yeah, he'll be able to at least see the other fish. They can at least go up and visit with each other. You know, goldfish, they're social. You shouldn't have just one. And he's going to have to be quarantined for a while, so. You know, I learned from the last guy. It's so peaceful, I love it. So the mirror laying down on the back. What is that for? Well, like when I was putting stuff in, it lets you see behind your wall. Gives you more vision. And you gotta check with your fish, because some fish will literally beat the hell out of themselves. But some fish enjoy it. I actually had a betta who really enjoyed it. He would just watch it all day. That and his snails. But it makes your, like, once these plants take off, it's really gonna make it look fuller. It's gonna make it look twice as green as it is. I caught him peeking over there, trying to figure out what's going on. People say they're stupid, but they're very curious and personable animals. Okay, I got the lights set up and it looks freaking fantastic, bro. Wow. No, I haven't in there. Okay, we just picked up our new goldfish. I got a natural colored boy. And, you know, seeing him just makes me realize how much my fish have grown, because they were about this size when I got them. He don't look too healthy, so I'm glad I have his own tank set up for him right now. He's really pissed, so let's get him home. By the way, anyone wondering this guy's name? You think I ran out of Gyarados names? No. Carpe Diem. Very special fish from Pokemon X and Y. I think my naming convention from here on out is when I get one to replace one as it passes, I'm going to name it whatever that one was, Junior, 3, so on and so on. Probably shouldn't do that too many times because goldfish in healthy conditions can live 30 plus years. So hopefully this guy's going to grow real quick. I didn't make videos with my last ones. I took pictures, and seeing this guy, you know, you really see the explosion in growth. So it'll be really exciting to see him on video growing so quickly, and hopefully give people a bit of a better perspective on the needs of these fish. So these guys see me and they're hungry as heck. We just got Carpe Diem home. He looks a little lonely for the moment, but he won't be in here very long. He looks a little sickly, I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of scrawny, missing some things. He likes the current. There's some dead spots he can go into too, like over here. But I'm gonna get him some food. He has an extra long tail, it seems like. Beautiful gold color. So, yeah, hopefully he likes it here. He'll be in here for a few weeks and I'll transfer him with the main population once I know he's healthy. I mean, he's also like substantially smaller than, look, he's like my finger, and he's the smallest one in the air tank. He's like 3 times his size. That's a finger of fish right there. A finger of fish indeed. I better stop saying that. Kanye's gonna get too excited. You can really see what I'm talking about right now. I mean, like, look at him. Yes, 3 is too much, but there we go, that shimmer. He probably has a hard time with his tail. Definitely not as healthy as Gary there. Oh, one more thing. What do you do when you bring your fish home? I didn't get this on camera. So you set the bag in the water and let it float for about 15 minutes. Measure the temperatures till they're right. Then you open the bag and you put the fish in the water. You do not add the water because you can make your fish sick. Or if there's something bad, it'll be in your water, especially if you're adding them to a main tank. Now, you got some food. I like the green. Now, sometimes you'll get fish that are in a really bad high ammonia environment, like you'll find a fish on Marketplace you want to save, and the water it's in is poison. What you actually have to do to save it from that environment is a bit different, is you have to get the cup of poison water that it's in, and you have to slowly get rid of the poison and replace it with better water, like over several hours if not days, because the shock of being in better water can honestly kill them, sadly. They get so used to being poisoned. But yeah, so there's lots of ways. Always research how to adequate your fish. He looks kind of happy, you know. He's like, oh, yeah. Got some grass in here. Got some of these flake things. Now we play the waiting game. Bro, look at this. They were that size when I got them in August. Like, that's a 31-cent goldfish. Like, look at the size difference. Like, even my smallest one. So we had some major developments in this week's installment of Fish Fridays. You know, it's obviously going to be quite a few installments before I get them in here because this tank has to cycle, and hopefully it cycles properly the first time so they don't have to wait longer. The Fish Fridays from here on out will probably be a little bit different. They'll probably just be more me talking about what happened with the fish that week, and then showing some shots of the various ones swimming around, and then shots of them all. And I'll put on some peaceful, non-copyright or copyright music I can get away with in the background. And of course, more painting videos. I've finally passed all the hard part with this, so I have no reason not to bring you more next week. And if that's something you've been waiting for, make sure to hold me to it. Because, you know, social pressure and all. Well, anyways, I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're enjoying the Fish Fridays. And, you know, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. You really do deserve it.